Hello and welcome to another episode of Badman Reviews, and we're back with an episode of fan games. Today I decided that we should probably do a follow-up on Sonic Fan Games 1, because you guys asked me to do a lot more Sonic fan games, and I've been putting this on, I had this on the shelf for a while, and I was considering it, and I finally decided that it's time. It's time to look at all the Sonic games that you guys posted in my comments over and over and over again, and see if they're any good. They probably are, or you wouldn't have recommended, me playing them. Unless you're demented, horrible people, and you just want me to play really bad games for no apparent reason. Shit, I'm gonna have to play a bunch of bad games now, aren't I? Welcome to Sonic Fan Games Part 2. I nearly died the first time playing this, but you guys wanted more. So, here I am. Chugga chugga choo choo! All aboard the shit train, with stops at Craptown and a few stops at Okayville. Seriously though, there are actually a decent amount of interesting games in this list, so let's start running through the 2D games. Starting off, we have One Girl Army, a beat-em-up starring Amy. The story revolves around Amy trying to hang out with Sonic and Sonic ditching her because he doesn't want to be around her. Oh, Sonic, that's not how you get the ladies. Amy decides to stalk Sonic though and beat up anything in her way, whether it's bunnies, frogs, fish, or plummeting birds straight into the ground to their horrible death and then killing all of their offspring. Jeez, Amy, you need to calm down a bit there. Seriously though, this game is, alright, I guess. I mean, I love the intro music. But besides that, it's not a half-bad beat-em-up. I thought it was worth playing for a good 40 minutes before giving up on it, so I mean, if that's anything to calculate my interest of the game by, then go ahead and do that. Now let's get educational with Sonic Bible Adventures. It's time to run to the right, pick some objects up, then shoot a thing. But don't forget to adjust your eyes to the changing aspect ratio every 30 seconds. Why? Just why? Look at this. Don't worry. Everything is great. Everyone's happy. I killed a man. Why is this a Sonic game? Sonic wasn't in the Bible. And here's Sonic Ring Power. Who made this? And I'm not talking the game. I mean, the whole contraption. This is some, jigsaw shit.
I want to play a game, Sonic. Your gluttonous ways have got you nowhere in life. So now you must collect all the rings or die.
Oh god, that hurt. Sorry. It's really not that hard though, but you do eventually get to a point where it becomes almost impossible to get all the rings because the spikes get to you way too fast. But don't worry guys, at least I beat no one on the leaderboards. Literally, I beat no one. Are you ready for the darkest, most brutest Sonic game ever made? Well, if not, too bad. Take a look at this box art. That's right, it's Omni Chaos. The darkest, scariest Sonic game ever made. So put down your baby Sonic games and play a manly Sonic game. Shit, man! It's filled with Sonic OC characters. This guy's just Knuckles, but a robot. And it controls like garbage. Why am I in the ceiling? Get me out of here! Dab, 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 dab. Just kill me. Hey, look! Metal Sonic! And I'm dead. Yeah, I'll kill him this time. Come on, Metal Sonic, let's do... Fuck. And dead again. Third time's the charm, Metal Sonic. Fuck. Fourth time's the... Fuck it. Next game. Sonic Game Land is finally our first good game on this list. It actually plays like a classic Sonic game. It's a bit floaty to handle though, which makes some of the jumps really hard to make, but besides that, it's got a fun, fast-paced feel. Great music and graphics, and I guess multiplayer? I wasn't able to check that option out, but who knows, maybe it's cool. My only feedback would be to make the first level a little bit less complicated than it already is. Besides that, great work on this one. I've also started to notice that there are a ton of games where you can just play as other people in Sonic, like Amy, Bunny, and even Charmy? Surprisingly, this one was probably my favorite. You could be anyone for better or for worse. Welcome to Sonic and Mario, or better known as, since it's titled that way, Somari. And it's great. Just look at this fantastic graphical phenomenon, filled with everything you need for a good time. Remember that really dumb ability to kill enemies while rolling down a hill? We don't need that. Let's just take damage. You like spike pits? You can't leave them. You're stuck in them forever. You like that spike pit? You enjoy that spike pit. You pick up that ring and you stay in there forever. Mario loves it so much, it's his new home, filled with death and despair and so much loneliness. Only this one single ring to be his friend. Oh, and that's gone too now. And you're dead. Don't worry. Beat the game, time to dance. Mario isn't impressed. Bam! HD graphics and awesomeness. Thought I would start that off with a bang to get us away from Somari with something awesome, and that's Sonic 2 HD, a completely revamped version of Sonic. It's sadly really short at the moment, but I mean, it's enough for you to get the idea across of how awesome this will be when or if it's finally finished. Okay, now I'm sorry I didn't talk about these in episode 1, but I couldn't get them to work. But after hours of troubleshooting, I finally got them up and running, and I'm happy to say I did, because Sonic before and after the sequel are fantastic experiences that bring back the love and charm of original Sonic games. There's even a section in one of the games that includes deleted levels from older Sonic games that does amazing justice to Sonic's past. And anyone who's a fan of the classic style of Sonic and had fun with Sonic Mania needs to give these games a whirl. I mean, you probably already have, but if you haven't, I don't know where I'm going with this. Just play the game. Remember that time in my last Sonic Fan Games video where I made that joke about no one ever making a Sonic 06 fan game? Well, someone went out of their way to prove me wrong. Yeah. You know what, though? It's surprisingly good. Okay, I mean, it's not really good, but that's no fault of the modder. I mean, it's still Sonic 06, so you have to deal with that, but it's been fixed and touched up a bit. For example, the controls are a lot less touchy, making it easier to move around without running straight off a map. The frame rate is much more stable without the game, and many bugs and glitches have either been removed, touched up, or fixed to not show up quite as often. I mean, there are still a few glitches, but it's definitely better. So if you want to play Sonic 06 for some reason besides playing it to make your life horrible, you could get this PC version of the game and at least play it with a little bit less horribleness. Horribleness? Is that a word? Probably not. Whatever. That's how bad 06 is. It deserves a new word. Sadly though, this mod has only been finished for the first section of Kingdom Valley, and Sonic is the only playable character, but I mean, I can't blame them because who would want to spend a couple hundred hours fixing the mess that's Sonic 06? Now it's time for the hardest and most difficult and most challenging and most difficult Sonic game ever made. Sonic Souls. Okay, maybe that's not exactly what I'm talking about. This is more what I'm talking about. This is Sonic Souls, a pretty interesting fan game made in the Unreal Engine by a man named Doki. It's got an open world feel to it that I really enjoy. Think of it kind of like a Sonic Collectathon with different worlds you can enter through portals. This is a great concept that I think would make for a good Sonic game where you just run around some well-designed levels with ramps and loops and tons of items to collect, kind of like Yooka-Laylee. Something else is that it does a lot of Sonic mechanics really well that some of the actual Sonic Team games just don't get right, like ring dashing or whatever it's called. You know, when you hold the button and Sonic follows the rings? This game does that and a few other Sonic mechanics very well that other Sonic games just kinda are bad at implementing. Now let's roll into a completely different game that's like no other Sonic game ever made. Sonic Ball, a game about racing balls with Sonic faces on them. I mean, they aren't exactly Sonic characters because we have Sonic, Dr. Eggman, Shido, Knuckles, and more. Oh, and Shrek. Gotta have that dank memes, you know what I mean? Yeah? Dank memes? I'm with the times, I'm hip, I'm cool, I'm not getting old! I was also surprised to see a bunch of people actually playing online in this game, and I'm less surprised how horrible the controls are to handle these balls. Specifically, if you use Supersonic, this guy goes so fast. I'm not kidding, just look at me blast off like a rocket into the night sky at 100 miles an hour. Or more. Lots of hundreds of miles. I went so fast that I just kind of popped out of existence at one point. Not gonna lie, for such a weird and dumb idea, this was actually a really fun game. Something about dumb racing is super fun, especially with an online aspect to it. It would be an awesome idea to have a ranking system or leaderboards as well. Or maybe I'm overthinking this dumb idea. Anyways, on to something less dumb and more impressive. Sonic Utopia is the most impressive Sonic game I have ever seen, and it is made by a fan. It takes Sonic physics to the next level and looks amazing while doing it. It's a game completely designed by Mr. Lang. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And it's impressive. What he's capable of showing off in this concept demo. It shows how physics and momentum can be used in a Sonic game to make for some really cool, challenging, and actually skill-based gameplay. Though I'm not sure how something open-worldly like this would work. Maybe mixing it with the collectathon idea I had for Sonic Souls could work really well. You know, you guys post in the comments below your ideas for how you would make Sonic Utopia into a functional AAA game that you would enjoy playing. I'll even make a discussion thread on my YouTube community. Go check it out, and I'll be there replying to comments for a little bit. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Now it's time to talk about the game that you guys posted in the comments the most about. The game that you all called me really mean and hurtful words for not including it in the first list. So here you go. Enjoy my thoughts on Sonic Robo Blast 2. This is another one of those Doom-based games, and Sonic Robo Blast 2 is actually the spiritual successor to Sonic Doom, a game I had trouble finding a download for on the internet. So I decided to skip over that and just talk about Robo Blast, and this game is pretty interesting and awesome. It reminds me of Mega Man 3D 2, a game I really enjoyed in my Mega Man fan games list. The game is fully built, featuring multiple different levels, enemies, special stages, bosses, and more. It controls well for a Doom mod, and, well, you can tell the creator actually put a lot of time and effort into this. Out of all of the games I talked about today, this would be the most impressive and finished one, at least when it comes to the 3D games. I would say for a 3D Sonic, check out this game or Sonic Utopia. And for 2D games, take a look at Sonic before and after the sequel. Or you can play the Sonic 06 remake in Somari and have a blast. That wasn't a pun. I don't even know how that would have been a pun. I just wanted to say that. Either way, thank you guys for watching, and I just want to say that I have started the Let's Play channel back up with my good friend Justin. We have a couple episodes recorded, stockpiled, so expect to see those up. We played the new Sonic game, and we surprisingly enjoyed it. So, you know, come on over to the Let's Play channel, check it out. I plan to maybe post about 3 videos a week, maybe more, maybe less. We'll see how things roll out on that, but I want to focus more on quality content here on this channel, which means less content. Doing 2 videos a week was really killer for me. It really lowered the quality of my videos. So I want to put out good quality videos, and it may mean that it might take me a little bit longer to make them, but to fix that, you can check out the Let's Play channel, and there should be frequent content on there with me and my friend Justin. You might remember him. He beat the shit out of me at one of my Zelda top 10s, and we did a Let's Play channel before called Badman and Clyde, but, you know, most of you probably never saw that, and that's a good thing, because it wasn't good. This is good, though. Check it out, please. My camera did a weird thing for a second. It flipped like this, so hopefully it didn't record like that. If not, that's great. Have a good day, guys. Bye.